Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It is December 13th. The COVID death toll for the day is, I don't know how much. You are here with Arnold, Greg, Bill, and Antoine, and a background person who will stay unknown, unless he will change his mind later on. And this is the From the Scratches podcast, episode number
6, I think.
6, he thinks. And we will shortly be commencing with our topic for today, which is warehouses and werewolves. Or just warehouses. I think just warehouses.
Is that houses that wear hats?
But we can also talk about those. Why are we talking about warehouses?
Because last Sunday we were also in Pirate Studios in the morning, and me, Antoine, Bill, and Dickie, and Arnold were here, and we were thinking that we all miss seeing each other so on a regular basis, and we need something like a structure to facilitate that we do get together on a regular basis. And Antoine came up with the idea that we should finally rent a warehouse so that we can create stuff and use it for place where we get together. And now we're in the process of thinking how and planning how we're gonna do that.
What do you want to do in this warehouse?
A lot of things. Play music, rave, produce music, build a sensory deprivation tank, hopefully host some debates, discussing certain topics, and
I want to make a music studio. I get drum kit, some guitars,
oh yeah.
some mics.
Yeah, it's an interesting idea. As the representative of 219 North Hill, though, I would like to say that 219 North Hill, in my opinion, can perform a lot of these duties at a much lower cost, and is also where we live already, and basically belongs to us temporarily. And yeah, I think with less effort and a lot less expenditure, I think what's not what you don't need a warehouse, you just need to
Space.
organize it.
Yeah.
You just need to actually organize this. That's the problem. I don't think the space, yeah, it would be nice to have a warehouse, but then it would probably be empty most of the time. And to get everyone together, like, especially if it's in Wembley or something, I think will only happen on the weekend
Yeah.
because it's just going to be far away. Well, either it's far away or it's like super expensive, right? You can't have it both in London.
Oh yeah.
For effect.
Yeah. No, I think we still have like a lot to do in terms of like planning this or getting to the stage where we make decisions. So I think we should focus on what we can do right now to fulfill the purpose that we want the warehouse to fulfill, which is get together and be creative. And I think that's why we decided to come to Pirate Studios today to use this space,
To create some content and memories.
which we can afford at the moment, and yeah, exactly, create and get together.
Well, you're happy to always use my room for any creative things. Maybe not building a sensory deprivation tank, but always happy to do art or whatever there. And if you want to build a sensory deprivation tank in the house, I mean, it's not a problem with that, I think. You just need to actually, come up with a way to do it.
Yeah.
Like, that's actually involving, like, you know. But again, that'll just cost a lot of money as well if you
Yeah.
want to do that. So, but yeah, I mean, it's just there's lots of space in the garden. Just put a tarp over it and then do what you want. No one cares. Kaiser doesn't, at least. Yeah.
Thank you.
What about making a sweat lodge in your garden?
What, like a sauna?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why not?
It's like it's made of basically.
Well, we have an empty shed, and we're literally not doing anything with that shed.
All you need is a tarp, some live sticks, bendy ones, and some nice rocks that you can heat up. You build like a little giant bird cage out of the sticks, put a tarp over it, like an igloo. Dig a hole in the ground. You do this bit first, and you're cooking the rocks on a fire somewhere next to it, and then you just put the rocks in a hole and pour cups of water over those hot rocks, and you steam the whole room up that you're in, and have like some sort of outdoor cold bath thing you can go in.
Well, there's lots of YouTube videos about how people in the Stone Age, like, fucking build structures that we could actually do in the garden. Like make bricks.
Like
out
those
of mud
videos
or
that you
shit
end up
like that.
staying up at 3 a.m. just
Exactly. We could easily build something like that. You can also make like a smithy. You can like dig a hole, like make a fire underground, and it gets like 800 degrees hot, and then you can melt iron, and you can like start making like cups in it. You just need clay, because the clay will stay in shape, and then you can put melt iron in it, and you can make swords, whatever you want, or cups.
That's cool.
Antoine is back.
Hello.
Welcome
Didn't
back.
you have
Anton.
a cool story for us that you were just about to say?
Oh yeah, I did have a cool story actually. So yeah, basically yesterday I finished work, whatever, 1:30, got home a bit pissed, as usual, and in front of my door, downstairs, you've seen my house. In front of my door downstairs, there were a dog waiting, like a little tiny puppy, and I was like, he seemed so cold, so I like started to give him cuddles and whatever, and he seemed like really friendly, and I've waited for the owner to show up for 45 minutes, and no owner showed up. So I was thinking, I'm gonna get the dog, like I'm gonna keep the dog, and so I left the dog outside. I tied him on the bench, to
He was with a leash.
yeah, they were a leash, and a
Oh.
harness. So like a confusing situation where it seemed like
Run away.
probably run away, or he got lost, or his owner, I don't know, weird situation. But anyways, he was waiting in front of my door. So I tie him up by the bench because I don't want him to run away in the street and get killed or whatever. And I go upstairs and I talk to Poppy about that little fucking dog. I've been texting her already through all this time, and we're just like, what are we going to do with the dog? Are we taking in him tonight, and we're going to find like a shelter or anything that like help lost dogs, and so looking for things and whatever. And I look around and there is this dude that's like phoning people with the dog, and so I go to talk to the guy at some point, and I'm like, so we found a dog earlier. You found a dog. Like, what is it your dog? He asked me the same thing. It's not my dog. No, whatever. What we do with the dog? He's like, I'm calling the council people. Whatever. Thick, and I've happened to order some food or whatever at some point, and the delivery man come by, and the dog was in the corridor, and he just ran away and jumped on me when the delivery guy come in. So I was just definitely like, say that's it. This is my dog. And no, it's not my dog anymore. I had to not keep him, so I give him a little blanket, try to warm him up, and yeah, council people came, took the dog. That story.
When did they come? In the
I mean,
morning.
like the
No,
RSPCA.
dude, like I have no idea. I don't know. The dude called them. There was a guy, and
Might have
no,
been chips.
they came during the night.
Okay.
Like, so yeah, there's 24/7 service for lost dogs in Islington,
Okay.
which is pretty cool.
That's very cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
They do that.
So yeah, I almost had a dog. Like I was so close to get this dog.
accepted by fate.
To give up your new baby.
Right? I mean, come on, it's so cute. She's a little thing. It's so cold. And it's just needed love. I was here to give him all the love he wanted. And no, it was not for me. It's not my time. But one day, I will have a little pup for me, and I will be able to give him all the love he needs.
I will have pets as well. I want pets.
Yeah.
What pets?
Well, I think I will definitely have a cat at
Chickens.
some point. Chickens, no problem with chickens actually. Yeah, that might be nice. I like parrots as well. I want to have like an African grey. If you guys know them, like
No.
really big parrots. They're grey, as the name suggests, with a red tail. They're like really smart, apparently.
Get
But
the
they live
ones that
really long.
talk.
They live like they talk and they live
Yeah.
80
Limit.
years.
Wow.
So you
That's
kind of have to get them
crazy.
when you're young, because otherwise they just outlive you, and then they die from depression, because they can only have like one owner.
They
'Cause,
outlive you.
They really, yeah,
long do they
and they
live
get
for?
really depressed. Like if their owner dies, and they know him for long,
How long
they
do
often
live?
die with the next owner. 80 years, up to 80 years.
What?
Yeah, yeah. I
That's
mean, a lot of
crazy.
animals actually live really long.
Wow,
Like-
man.
Obviously, cows and pigs don't, but like a lot of animals fucking live really long. Like sea animals, like fucking turtles and shit. They all live
Yeah,
longer than
That's
people.
300 years, 200.
And like lobsters, apparently they don't actually die from natural death. They can't die from age. Lobsters, they only
What?
die if something actually kills them.
That's
Like
crazy.
we've never recorded a lobster die from age. Apparently, that's what I heard.
Damn.
That's crazy. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that it's not the case, though. It just means that we have not any record of it.
Well, yeah, they apparently they can like replace all their sick cells and just keep going.
Fuck,
like a
Something like
that's
that.
incredible.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true, but that's what I heard. Yeah, and yeah, elephants they live really long as well.
Would you like some whiskey?
Absolutely, yes, please.
I've got only 4 glasses because I found them. That's what I had. Who would like some whiskey?
I'm okay. Thank you.
Merci. Close one.
And
So,
no, okay.
warehouse.
Yes, yeah,
You guys were talking about something else before I arrived.
Yeah, we were
Warehouse.
talking about warehouses, and Arnold's offered to use the house in which he lives and many other people live to be to that we can use the space to start creating now until we reach a point where we have the resources and the plan.
You know, Joe, I know he's usually a bit worried about COVID, or he's got a banjo and a guitar, and he actually has a high quality microphone as well. I think I saw in his room, like something like the things we're talking into right now. And he has a mix deck. Well, is that what it's called? Like a thing with where you can mix
Mixer.
audio. Yeah, mixer.
Yeah,
And he has
mixer.
one of these weird. Has like a weird shape, and it's like this really hipster type of like instrument type thing that has like buttons, and it has like you push buttons, and it does like this dreamy type of sound,
What?
and it just repeats it infinitely. And
Sort of like that.
Bill.
yeah,
Turn the thing down.
like ask him as well, 'cause he does a lot of like he likes music as well, and he would definitely be happy, I think, to get involved as well with podcasts, and maybe could even record it at 219 into that microphone.
That'd be cool.
That sounds good to me.
I haven't come to 219 for a very, very long time now.
Yeah, you should.
I'm trying to find out time and opportunities, but it's
Yeah.
hardcore. Like
Hard.
next week, I'm working six days, and like it's a bit. When I work a lot, and then I don't work, and I just feel like staying at home.
Well, yeah, of
whatever
course. If
reason.
you work 6 days and you wanna,
That's
Need
called
to be.
adulting.
Yeah, I don't really like this.
Me neither.
It's actually fucking with my mind a bit.
It's not very fun.
It's a bit of a routine.
It's
that,
adulting thing.
yeah, it's a bit of a routine that I don't especially enjoy. I'd like to break it up a bit more.
But
Yeah,
it's
so
hard, isn't
I
it?
took Monday and Tuesday off.
Yeah, I can't really do that. Ah, well, you got your weekend a bit just
Delayed.
delayed, isn't it? Yeah, no. I need to turn up every time, on time.
Yeah, I think most actions don't have consequences in the way they should in this world.
What do you mean by that?
Well, just it's very easy, I think, in many situations to just be shit, and nothing will really happen.
Mm.
Whether you're a person or like a country as well, like you can, Russia or something. I mean, people kind of care that they annexed Crimea, but also
Kinda not.
so how much can you care about Russia annexing Crimea?
That's very true.
Not that much, right?
That's very true. Very good point here.
Bill, how much do you care?
About what?
That's what exactly. Yeah.
Thank you for listening to From the Scratches podcast. See you next time.